Hi, I'm Amy. If you're looking for a gentle yoga class to help you awaken your body and feeling a little bit lighter, you're in the right place. This practice is beginner friendly and ideal if you've been feeling a bit sluggish, a bit stuck, or if you're just a little bit low on energy. We're going to be moving slowly through some simple poses, standing and floor, to help build a little bit of strength, and you'll just need a mat, and we're going to begin lying down. So once you're lying down, bring your feet as wide as the yoga mat and let your knees fall in together. Bring your hands to your belly, close down your eyes. And we're just going to start the practice here in stillness. Allow your breath to come as it is. You don't need to change anything just yet. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And then exhale it out. Take another deep breath in, feeling your belly expanding under your hands. And then exhaling fully, feeling your belly sinking back down. Open your eyes and bring your feet back towards each other, about hip distance apart, and then bring them back towards you. And you should just be able to touch the backs of your heels with your fingertips. Bring your hands flat on the earth next to your hips. Take a deep breath in and slowly peel your pelvis off the ground, lifting your hip points up towards the sky. Draw your knees away from you. Inhale for bridge. Pause at the top. And then as you exhale, slowly lower back down. Inhale, lift your hips off the mat. Not too far, pausing at the top. And then exhaling back down. Inhale once more, coming up to bridge. And then exhaling back down. Draw your knees in towards you, wrapping your arms around your shins, giving yourself a lovely hug in. Take some gentle rocking motions from side to side. And then very slowly and carefully roll onto your side. And we're going to come into a tabletop position. So just taking your time to get there. Bringing your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Then bring your big toes to touch, knees as wide as the yoga mat. Sinking your hips down towards your heels, reaching your arms up towards the top of the mat for extended child's pose. Your forehead could come to rest on the mat. But if your shoulders are feeling a little bit sticky, you can bring your hands a bit closer towards you, make a little pillow and rest your forehead here. Let's take a couple of rounds of breath here in child's pose, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Push yourself back up to a tabletop position. And then drop your belly, lift your chest and your chin. Breathe in, coming into cow pose. exhale, round your spine. Bring your chin towards your chest, coming into cat. Inhale for cow pose. Dropping your belly, shining your chest forwards. Exhale, really rounding your spine, pushing the ground away from you, chin in towards your chest. One more round, breathing in. And then breathing out. Coming back to a neutral spine. Walk your knees back a little bit so they're just past hip points. And then we're going to lay on our belly. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders, palms flat on the ground. Push into the tops of your feet, push your pelvis into the earth, and then push your palms and your forearms and your elbows down too. And then you're going to have this drawing back sensation with your forearms. So as you draw your forearms back towards you, bring your chest forwards. Lifting your head just a fraction. It doesn't need to be looking up, just keep your gaze forward. So keep pushing into your feet, your pelvis, drawing your forearms back, inhaling here for Sphinx, and out. Good, breathing in. And then as you exhale, slowly releasing everything back down. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders, pushing yourself up to tabletop. Inhale, raise your right arm up to the sky. And then as you exhale, you're going to thread this right hand and arm underneath your left arm. So coming to lay on your right shoulder and right ear. Leaving your left hand where it is, or walking your left hand up towards the top of your mat for a little bit more of a stretch. Take a round of breath here and thread the needle, breathing in and out, breathing in and out. Lovely. Walking your left hand back towards you, pushing into the earth as you come all the way back up to tabletop. And then inhale your left arm up. Exhale, thread it underneath your right arm, coming to lay on your left shoulder, left ear. Thread the needle, keeping your right hand where it is, or walking your right fingertips up towards the top of your mat. Breathing in here and out. Breathing in and out. Lovely. Walking your right hand back towards you, really pushing into the earth to push yourself back up to tabletop. Taking a moment just to reset. Walk your knees back a little bit further back so they're just past your hips. And then bring your right foot between your hands, coming into a low lunge. Sweep your arms forwards and up. So reaching your fingertips up towards the sky, keeping your head over your chest and your chest over your pelvis, gazing forwards. Take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Option for the final round of breath here to stay here in low lunge, or to test your strength and balance, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee off the ground, coming up into a high lunge, breathing in and out. Good. Release your left knee slowly back to the earth, untucking your left toes, releasing your hands to the mat, and then step your right foot back to meet your left. Other side, step your left foot between your hands, low lunge, sweep your hands forwards and up. If you need a little bit more stability, you can walk your left foot out to the left side just to widen your stance. Keep reaching up through your fingertips, gaze forward, breathing in and out, breathing in and out. Good. Option to stay here for the final round of breath, Or if you want to test your balance, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, push up to a high lunge. Breathing in and out. Slowly lowering your right knee with control, untucking your right toes, releasing your hands to the mat, and then stepping your left knee back to meet your right. Walk your knees forward, just resetting in tabletop. Then tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. So taking a moment here just to pedal out your dog, so dropping one knee towards the earth then the other. Swaying your hips from side to side, taking any movement. Downward facing dog is much more of a back stretch, stretching your spine. It's not a hamstring stretch, so take as deep a bend in your knees as you need to. Your feet do not need to be flat to the floor. Come to stillness, take a round of breath, breathing in and out. Breathing in. As you breathe out, we're going to slowly walk our feet up to the top of the mat to meet our hands. When you get there, coming into a forward fold, then taking a soft bend in your knees. Inhale, sweep your arms out to the sides and up, and then exhaling them down by your sides. Good, let's continue moving with our breath now with some half sun salutations. So breathing in, sweeping your arms out and up. Exhaling, come into a forward fold. Inhale, come to a halfway lift. So bring your palms to your shins or your thighs, flatten your back. And then exhale, fold. Deep inhale, come all the way back up to stand, sweeping your arms out and up. Exhaling them back down. Good, another round, breathing in, arms out and up, exhaling to fold. Inhale to halfway lift, exhale to fold. Inhale to come all the way up, exhale, arms down. Good, just taking a moment just to catch your breath, checking in with how you're feeling here. Lovely, deep breath in, sweep your arms all the way out and up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, bring your palms to your shins or thighs for halfway lift, and then exhale, fold. Bring both hands to the mat and then step both feet back to come to downward facing dog. So taking your time. Good. Take a deep breath in and rock forwards into a plank position. As you exhale, drop your knees and then slowly lower yourself all the way down to your belly. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, really tucking your elbows into your sides and push the ground away from you as you push yourself all the way up. Straight arms coming into an upward facing dog. So chest shining forward, chin raised slightly, pushing into the tops of your feet. Take a deep breath in and out. Good. Slowly bend your elbows, lowering yourself back down to the mat. And then hands under the shoulders, pushing yourself back up to a downward facing dog, but coming through tabletop, taking your time. Good. Round a breath here in downward facing dog. Last inhale. As you exhale, drop your knees back down to the ground. And we're going to come into child's pose. So either keeping your legs and feet together and sinking your hips back, or you can bring your knees as wide as the mat, big toes to touch. Whatever feels good for you in this moment. Just Taking a few rounds of breath. Slowly push yourself back up and then bring your knees together. Swing your legs out from underneath you. We're going to come to sit on our bottoms with our legs out in front of us. Palms on the ground next to your hips, and then push your hands into the ground to lengthen up through your spine as we come into a L-shaped sit here. Option to stay here and breathe, or keeping this length in your spine, take a breath in, raise your arms up, and then as you exhale, you're going to almost have this sensation of lifting up and over as you come into a seated forward fold. So take a deepest bend in your knees as you need to. Only come as far forward as you want to. You don't even have to come all the way forward. You can just slowly walk your hands. As you breathe in, think about lengthening up through your chest, through your spine. And then as you exhale, just seeing if you can hinge forward a bit further. Last deep breath in. As you breathe out, slowly walk yourself back up. And then bend both knees, feet on the ground. We're going to come to lay on our backs. When you get there, hug your knees into your chest. Rock slowly from side to side. Then release your feet to the mat. Shift your hips right over to the right hand side of your mat. And then let your legs fall to the left. Arms out at shoulder height. Gazing up, or you can turn your head to look towards the right. Closing down your eyes. Option to keep your head gazing up and your hands on your belly. Take a round of breath here in supine twist, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Bringing your gaze back to center, followed by your knees. Shifting your hips right over to the left, knees fall to the right. Gazing up or to the left. Option to keep your head straight and your hands on your body if this feels better for your shoulders and your neck. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your head back to center, followed by your knees. Just square your hips back to the center of your mat. And then let your legs go long. Let your feet fall out to the side. Arms alongside your body, palms facing up. So taking up some space here on your mat. Close down your eyes. Allow your breath just to settle. And let all the muscles in your body completely relax as we finish the practice in Shavasana. Start to bring some movement back by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Take a deep breath in. exhale out. Roll onto your side. And then taking your time, using your hands on the ground, push yourself slowly back up to a seated position. Once there, allowing your hands just to rest wherever they land. Close down your eyes, sit up nice and tall. Let's finish the practice with one round of breath together. So inhale deeply. And exhale fully, sighing it out. Bring your hands together in front of your heart and bow your head. Thank you so much for taking the time for yourself and for coming to practice with me. I hope this gentle movement has given you a little bit of energy, and I really hope to see you again on your mat soon. Thank you.